Hello my friends, my name is WeeAddy and welcome back. Stop! So just before this episode starts, let me just say I'm sorry, but the audio is going to sound a little bit terrible. This right here is my Go XLR, which is this little button here. As you can see, these are my settings, and this little setting here, which is system, was checked. And that check meant that it recorded all of the game audio through my microphone, which meant that when I recorded my voice, it was sort of tied to the gameplay audio and I couldn't separate the two, and so I've kind of done fucked. This basically means that the entire episode, the voice is just sort of ass, because I have no way to separate it from the gameplay audio and make them different levels because everything was recorded as one batch. If I had unchecked this box, then that meant there would be no gameplay audio, and that meant that OBS, which is what there to record the gameplay audio as well as the game itself, would have done its job, and then that meant that the two audio tracks were separate. But because of this little box here that I forgot to untick, because sometimes I do need to record my system sounds, which is where all the sounds of the game come from, because I didn't untick this, the entire episode is going to sound terrible, and also the next episode. Sorry. Enjoy! To Sonic Adventure 2 Battle. Well, here we are with the Egg Golem. We fought this as Sonic, and now we gotta fight it with Eggman, the creator, the mean man himself. Actually, I don't know. He probably just awakened this giant thing, which also begs the question: what was this doing here? Or where did it come from? Or who originally created it? Who knows? I have no idea. But hello and welcome. So we're gonna take this thing down. We just gotta basically spam the B button, or X button, on the Xbox 360 controller. Yeah, you open up these little cavities at the front, get 3 lock-ons, and we're good. I am taking a lot of damage. I'm just not really avoiding very well. Okay, go, 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 go. I'm just being too eager to spam my buttons. Okay, go, go, go. Okay, I need to aim specifically at that. But there we go. That is it done. Nice and quick. No trouble at all. Anyway. Hello, welcome. This is great. We're back into Sonic Adventure 2, and I'm over here in a black t-shirt, Unasana specifically, Memento Mori, and a hat, and it's 22 degrees, and it's the summer, and it's a UK heat wave. So this is all great. You know, this is a great idea, especially being locked in the house with my big light on while recording Sonic Adventure 2. But it's a good time all around anyway. As we can see here, this is now Sonic boarding the space shuttle to go into the Ark. So I guess I kind of weird that they're showing us this scene, because they usually only show us scenes from the hero's perspective whenever it overlaps with the dark perspective, except all that happened there was Eggman had to fight his own boy, Egg Golem. I guess he made it, if it's called the Egg Golem and it's a machine, so yeah, he made it, probably.
Hi, Doctor. How's it going? What? What do you mean they escaped? That's okay. I will go after them myself. Can you tell me the password for the space colony control? Tricking that old doctor is just too easy. All right, it's time to get to work.
I wonder if this means
Maria.
That just like Knuckles is gullible, maybe Eggman's gullible?
I've heard that name somewhere before. Oh well.
He does put his faith in a lot of other creatures and entities quite often, that always end up overthrowing him in the end.
This is it. Research Project Shadow, the ultimate life form. Let's see now. What in the world is this? This can't be right. Just what is Shadow anyway? I guess I'll just have to take the last pieces of the Master Emerald.
Oh, she spots the gang. No Knuckles in sight though, so I don't know how she knows that the Master Emerald is here, but that's fine. I guess she just assumes that he's naturally going to be around. So we get Rouge's power up in this one now. So we jump up here, and this isn't it. Where is it? It's around here somewhere. Alright, I'm wrong. It does exist. I know it's somewhere. But yeah, it's kind of interesting, isn't it? We are now closing in on the end of the line. I don't actually know where I'm supposed to be going. Okay, so we'll get this rocket. There's boots around here somewhere to boost to. Oh, it's over here. Okay, sorry, it's been a while. Been a while since I've actually unlocked the iron boots myself. Increases your kick attack power. Also, can I just say, I always find it really satisfying watching Rouge's ears bounce back and forth. Like, it's just a small animation detail, but like the fact that there's ear physics, I don't know, I just really enjoyed that. But you may have noticed this is another space theme level, just like we had with Knuckles, who had his Is this one Mad Space? It doesn't say the name. Knuckles had his space level, and it's quite controversial. Like, a lot of people like it, a lot of people really don't like it. And Rouge's level, I think this one's Mad Space. I don't actually know which one is which. Meteor Herd is Knuckles, I think. I don't know. I'm getting one of those wrong. But yeah, this one out of the two I think is far worse. As you can see, the gravity mechanics are a little bit all over the damn place. This is one planet where you can just sort of go around and around. But there's also like a yellow ring around it. Let me see if I can show it to you. Yeah, that yellow ring or that little train. Oh, camera, please. Camera. All right. Well, I'm stuck. That yellow ring with that train. That there. So you can't go past that. You can try, but it sort of fucks with your controls. I used to always just spend time on the stage just trying to go to the underside. It doesn't really work. So every planet has its own gravitational pull, and it doesn't really work all that well, except for that planet. That planet, or maybe it's a moon, you could just climb up the side of it like it's a wall instead of walking on the side of it, so it's a bit inconsistent, and in general, the level kinda just sort of sucks. Like you can see here, like now we're on the underside, and I can crawl all the way back up, but it's not great. I think this is like one of the very few levels that I can actually say I don't enjoy in Sonic Adventure 2. Like, I can probably say that with a lot of certainty, just because of the gravity mechanics alone. I mean, there's other aspects to it that make it enjoyable, but I think that's what kills it for most people, myself included. Although, like, it can still be fun to explore, and like it is fun to like play around with the mechanics if you're not taking the game overly seriously, like I didn't as a kid. Also, did I see Big the cat? Okay, no, it was just this blue thing. Oh shit, I fell. I keep on thinking that I see Big, but it's all these blue lights instead. Okay, so we got a beep up here. So we just gotta follow it up. I think trying to locate this like around this level is a lot tougher than Knuckles' one, just based on the fact that
It's gotta be close.
I guess it's rockets, but I always thought there were springs that led you to other planets as well. I don't know, I think traversing this one is a lot tougher. So, as per usual, the dark stages of the theme are a lot harder in their own regard. I think trying to A-rank this one can be quite difficult too. As you can see, I'm not going for any of the hint locations, I'm just trying to wing it. And my usual strategy for winging it is usually get as high up as possible, since that's usually quite easy to do, and then come straight back down, and eventually you'll get a ping, because you're just flying by everything. So we're up here, I'm gonna just do a nice circle around the top, which is also interesting because this whole building thing is the same as what Knuckles has, even though these are two different areas entirely. Also the fact that there's little planets at all is kind of interesting. Like, where did these come from in space? Or are these meant to be like space stations, or like what's the deal here? Where is this a giant Pickle Riiiiiick space station? I don't know. You can see here that I've been caught by the gravity. I'm trying to like pull away from it. There we go. It's a little bit tough, but you can get off it without using the rockets, but it's not exactly easy. And I think there's only like one real route, so this one takes you to this one, and then you got to take another rocket to get to the other one, and I don't even know where it is. Like, it is a bit of a mess, this stage. I wish it was a bit better. Like, I like the little mini sections when the gravity's normal, but I suppose they really wanted a stage with gravity mechanics at all, which I suppose it's kind of impressive for the Dreamcast era at the time. But, I mean, as you can see, it's not the most enjoyable thing to traverse. Like, I've played this game many years, for many, many hours. I don't know how to get off this fucking thing properly. Every time I jump off there, I keep on thinking I'm gonna die. Okay, there's also mini platforms that are in the very bottom of the stage, and if you miss any of these, you will die, basically. So I'm just trying to float around and see if there's any emerald pings down here. There's one, hello! Nice, okay. So, one more left, that's not too bad. Like, there's not a, like, strategy I have for this one or anything. It's not overly clear where I should be prioritizing. As you can see, I don't even really know how to navigate. I haven't managed to figure out my way. I don't know where the rocket is to take me to the friggin' that one. I can't point my camera to it, but the half moon. Is it just a spring? I don't know. I'm not too sure. Oh, there it is. Yes, yes, yes. See? Sometimes it's a spring. Sometimes it's a rocket. And it's just grossly inconsistent. And then this rocket takes you to the spacey stuff up above. And I'm getting nothing at all. I think I might... I don't really want to, but I think I might bite the bullet and get a hint, gamers. I might have to do it. Where's it gonna be? Alright, fuck it. Hint me, daddy. Hint! Do it. Do the hint. Oh yeah, the hints are backwards. Okay, so if you pause, you can see what your previous hint was. So, the top of the capsule. Alright, so not only is the text reversed, I think the clue is also backwards in a way as well. So, if it says the top of the capsule, it usually means the bottom, maybe of the capsule, but also the bottom of something. Could be something else that isn't a capsule. I think only the first clue is backwards text and not a backwards meaning, but every one after that is forward text and backwards meaning. And I know that's confusing. There we go, okay. Yeah, there we go. Damn, I had to get really close to that because I was on that green planet the entire time. Usually, the Emerald Radar isn't that strict. That took quite a number of minutes there. I apologize. Frank,
I guess it took a little too much time.
Rouge got my D. Oh, wait, no. No, get that out of your head. Stop it, you. This is a Christian channel. Alright, here we go. We gotta fight Knuckles. With none of his attachments.
Long time no see, treasure hunter. Did you find my emerald?
That's a good one. Your emerald. Talking to you is a waste of time.
Knuckles, your eye. Jesus.
Hand over those master emeralds. Give them to me.
So, kind of similar to this fight before. Just, you know, jump and dive. That's usually what I do. I think that's like the easiest way to attack. There we go. Waiting for the floor to open.
I have no choice but
I don't know if this is meant to be the way to do this, but it's how I manage to do it every time. Alright, there he is there. He was about to attack me there. Okay, I need to get ring. Alright, sweet. And I think he's over to down there. Okay. Come on. You can kind of hit him when he's airborne. And then that means he can't attack you either. He's just going to spin around a bit. There we go. Oh, wait, no, he hit me. You fuck. Give me that ring. He's just stuck in the middle. There we go. Sniped him out of the sky.
Master
now
emerald.
give me back those jewels.
Just like that. And then we have seen this cutscene already. So I will skip it just for the sake of progress, because we did take a long time on her last stage.
What's Rouge up to anyway? This is strange. It's showing energy readings from 2 separate Chaos Emeralds. Did they really think they could trick me with that fake emerald? Wait, Shadow. I'm the one who should be telling them the end is near, not you. Now is the time to end this long drawn-out battle. Mark myself place in history as the ultimate genius. If something happens to me, I'm counting on you to finish the job. Hurry! The moment for attack has come. It's now or never!
So now we see that Eggman did in fact know there was 2 emeralds all along. Suspicious, suspicious. So whenever, now when we look back on the hero story, we can just look at it and go, oh, so that's why. Because before this, there had never been a fake emerald before, so the fact that Eggman at all even thought of one, like, Tails is just like, whoa, how could you think of that? Turns out his machine was just high-tech enough that he knew all along that there was an extra emerald on board, and well, I mean, Eggman's not an idiot. I mean, he is, like, he's definitely played up as an idiot nowadays in the, in almost all forms of Sonic media, which I'm not overly fond of. I like him being, like, a funny man, but I like him when he's a menacing villain as well. Like, it's not fun to have your main villain just become a joke, and he's not always a joke, but definitely in the main series nowadays, like, Eggman is nothing but just a way for them to sort of have, like, a slapstick villain that doesn't need to be taken very seriously. I think Lost World was a good example of Eggman sort of losing himself to his robots and stuff. And Orbot and Cubot, like, I think they're not bad characters, but I think the fact that they're there just for comic relief, like, kind of ruins it a wee bit. And yes, I know that, like, things like Scratch and Grounder in the old Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon, their whole purpose was to be comic relief, but that was also cartoon, where the whole purpose was to entertain children. And I know that these are still kids games, but I mean, you still want to make your villains somewhat menacing. Like, kids will still enjoy it. I very much enjoyed it. I think most kids did enjoy Eggman being this big looming threat. What they didn't enjoy was Sonic CD scaring the shit out of them with the Game Over music. Now that is how you scare children with a menacing villain, because that shit, or even, like, no, it was the Game Over music and the boss fight music. I think it was the American soundtrack. I'm not too sure. I will overlay the music if I can. Just muting the game audio, and I'll play it for you now. I don't know what the hell they were thinking. And I've also put on, you'll have seen it, but I put on screen whether that was American or Japanese soundtrack, because Sonic CD split the soundtracks up. Anyway, let's talk about this stage. I don't know the name of it, but here we are in Eggman's, I guess this has almost got like Final Rush vibes to it, or not Final Destination. Like basically it's the last like Eggman level that I'm pretty sure. But you can see here, we are getting a whole lot more jump height, and our hover actually gives us a boost. So if you jump and then boost, you can go up, which is super cool. Like, again, like, watching them play around with the gravity mechanics, it's a really fun stage. Like, I'm not a huge fan of the shooting stages. Like, I could go without them. Like, I've said before, like, I enjoy them. But, like, you know, I think this one having, like, the extra jump mechanic is definitely, like, a way more fun experience. That's probably just because you get a lot more free movement with your mech whenever you have no gravity. I think when you're limited to the ground, it's a lot more slow pace and stuff. So I think everyone, when they think of like a good mech shooting stage, they think of this one. Yeah, you can see all the decor from like Sonic's final level is around here, but it's still pretty sweet. And there's a whole lot of shit you can lock onto and rack up points for. It's pretty easy to A-rank this one. Like, every time you go past these, like, I don't think I've ever been shot by them. Maybe because I'm locking onto them and shooting, but I don't know if they ever actually manage to hit you. But this is probably, I think, most people's favorite mech shooting stage in the entire... I mean, I don't know compared to Adventure 1, but definitely... I got hit! Oh my god, it actually happened. It hit! I got hit, gamers! You can take damage on this stage. We've learned. But I don't know, for me it's the best mech shooting stage in the entire franchise. Like, I wasn't overly a fan of Gamma's stages in Adventure 1. I think Adventure 2s are a bit more enjoyable. But I know that's a controversial opinion, but I have many controversial Sonic opinions, such as Sonic 06 being fun. But that's fine. Alright, we got a boost up here. And I remember on the GameCube as well, this stage was extra fun because sometimes when you press and held the GameCube's A button, it would like sort of stick but double register your A input. So you would get like a super fast, you would get a full jump and like a boost that launched you way higher than any other boost. And that was so much fun to play around with. I think more levels having more freedom with your movement in these mech stages would have made them a lot more enjoyable for people. Maybe in a future game, if the mechs come back, you know, and the mechs might come back. I mean they probably won't, but I mean if you've been reading the IDW comics, like the ones I talked about in the last episode, they brought back Tails' Adventure 2 mech in the comic, and it was just like, oh my god, the fan service is so cool. There's so much fan service in that comic. Like, again, I mentioned it last time, but read the Sonic IDW comics. If you love Sonic, you will love those comics because there's so much throwbacks to old games. They basically confirm the continuity of a bunch of games as well. Like, not like continuity, but like confirm that they're canon. Because, like, even the Sonic Riders stuff is canon. I never would have thought that. Sonic Riders seems like it takes, like, place in an alternate future or reality because of all the space tech. Like, Sonic Riders Zero Gravity, for example, has Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles driving around in like a space-themed car and all this other shit. It's like, what is going on in this game? And then this IDW comic confirms that the Babylon Rogues exist in this world, so they're canon. Sonic Riders is canon to the main story of Sonic. Somehow. So, there you go. And I know that because I actually tweeted at Evan Stanley, one of the writers for the comic, and she replied. It was like a promo with the Sonic Forces mobile app, and she was just answering questions from fans, and that was one of the questions that I asked her was just, hey, you know, what games do you consider not canon when considering for your comics? And she said the only ones we don't consider canon would be like, you know, the likes of Sonic Boom and stuff. She included Rivals in there, and a lot of people like had to go with that and saying like, well, Rivals is the official introduction of Silver if 06 is non-canon. So which is it? And I don't really have an answer for that. I don't remember the story of Rivals. I don't think Sega fully understand the idea either, and I'm pretty sure that Evan Stanley and the team are just going with what they've been told to take reference from. I don't know. I don't think they mean to contradict themselves if that's what's happened. I imagine they know more about the characters than what Sega themselves do. Because they definitely put a lot of love into the comics, and also a lot of love into, you know, the lore that, like, very few people fully understand. They know all of it. Like, it's actually astounding how much they know. Like, even small little references here and there. I also forgot how long this stage was. This is almost a 20-minute episode. I thought this was gonna not take as long. So I do apologize. This is meant to be a 15 minutes of show here. I think we're almost there, though. I think this is like the last real ride that we do. And this section here, in particular, looks just like a section out of Sonic's, but without, like, all the rails. Like, we go around, I don't know why there's a giant loop, but we go around this area, and then we go down this right-hand side tunnel. Like, I guess they do use a lot of similar layouts as well for, like, structures. It probably saved them a lot of resources. But they still, you know, put it to good, unique use. Yeah, this is the final area here. I remember this. Here we go. Now Eggman gets his own city escape, where there's this giant thing chasing him. I think you just spam the rocket at it and it's fine. I don't even know if you need to. I just do it because there's a giant fucking drill heading your way. You don't really want to just sit there and take it. Get out of here, mate. Leave me be. Leave the doctor alone. And there is our goal ring. A nice, long, fun mech shooting stage. Very enjoyable, that. 8 minutes, though. Damn. All right.
Now you know why
I am the best. All right, well, I'm going to wrap up this episode of Sonic Adventure 2 there. Thank you so much for watching, my friends, and I'll see you again next time. Goodbye.